Hello everyone. In this video, I will be talking about Cognizant GenC hiring and exam pattern. So as you guys already know, the Cognizant company announced the hiring for 2026 batch on campus and the hiring exams will be starting from 21st of August. Okay. So let's discuss about the detailed pattern. Also, we will talk about the preparation. Okay. And make sure if you're from 2026 batch, make sure to subscribe this channel as soon you will be getting the preparation related videos of Cognizant on this channel itself. Make sure to subscribe this channel. So let's start with Cognizant timelines. Okay, so first of all, if you guys can see here, so the hiring process and tentative timelines are given here, but the main thing is the process has the change now. Okay, the change now, because the process was different for 2025. Now the process has changed for 2026 batch. What is the change? I will discuss about that, and the change is definitely I would suggest a good change, so we will talk about that. Okay, so hiring process and tentative timelines. First there is registration. So first you will register for Cognizant GenC. Okay, your college TPO will provide the link. Then after that there is a screening process. If you will clear the screening, so first lots of students are asking, can we eliminate in screening? No, you cannot eliminate in screening if you are matching the criteria and matching the CGPA criteria. Okay, if you are matching the CGPA criteria and if you are matching the criteria, you cannot eliminate in screening. Screening is basically checking your basic eligibility criteria. Then there is communication assessment and aptitude assessment, which will be round one and it will be online. Then there is technical assessment, which will be round 2, and if cleared there will be technical interview, which will be round 3. And if cleared there is GenC Next or GenC Pro or GenC, and if selected then letter of intent will be provided. Let's understand about this. Okay, so first of all, let's discuss about these three profiles: GenC, GenC Pro and GenC Next. See, for GenC the pay package is 4 LPA. For GenC Pro, the package goes up to 5 to 5.5 LPA, and for GenC Next, the package is 6.75 LPA. So the difference is basic package. Depending upon your overall performance, like how you are performing in your first round, in your second round, and your third round, basically combining the whole process, you will be getting either for GenC, either for GenC Next, or either for GenC Pro. So you will be getting selected for that and you will be getting the LOIE. So this will be your whole process. Now talking about the main important note. So this is very, very important. So there will be your assessment. First of all, this note is very important. Only one attempt is given for all assessments. So basically, if you will lose to give any assessment, then you cannot give the same assessment again. This is the most important point. Okay, so it is very important, whenever you are getting the test link, you will be attempting the assessment on the same day. But before that, I will just tell you one thing. If you want the preparation, then if you guys can see here, we have the mock test. Currently the price is only 80 rupees, but we will be increasing the price soon and we will be adding some content. Here the communication assessment around practice is available. For aptitude we provided total 2 mock tests. For technical assessment we have provided total 2 mock tests, and then actual questions also you will get for technical assessment. Here are the questions which are available. Also practice questions for aptitude. Lot of mock tests are available which you can use for your practice. So a lot of practice questions for aptitudes are available in the mock test with solution with timer. Also game based question videos you will be getting. Also some formula sheets you will be getting. And before the exam, if needed, we will be adding more content. So the link of the mock test will be in the description. The price is very less, only 80 rupees, for which you can enroll. Okay, now it is mandatory to candidates to appear for the communication assessment, aptitude and technical assessment. It is mandatory to attend all the assessments. The communication and aptitude assessment will be conducted online, while the platform based technical assessment will take place in person. So this is the biggest change. Now actually the thing is, what happened, I'll just talk about it. Now Cognizant changed this criteria, and now the technical assessment will be happen actually in person. That's why your preparation is very, very important, because first the technical assessment was online. online. But now the technical assessment is offline. You cannot cheat in the exam. That's why the preparation for technical assessment at least is very, very important. Okay, is very important. And don't, I will just repeat again, don't, ऐसा बिल्कुल मत सोचना कि आपके मतलब अगर थोड़े बहुत पैसे बच जाएं, आप 100 रुपए 50 रुपए बचा लो और उस चक्कर में आप इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी को मिस कर दो, बिकॉज जो टेक्निकल असेसमेंट है उसकी काफी ज्यादा अच्छी प्रिपरेशन यहां पर आपको करनी पड़ेगी. एक्चुअली योर प्रिपरेशन शुड बी वेरी वेरी गुड इन टेक्निकल असेसमेंट. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Make sure that you prepare very well for this, because this will be offline and the difficulty level is very high for technical assessment. I just want to tell that the technical interview will be done in person. Skill cluster 1 will be a default cluster for technical assessment. Candidate can choose cluster 2. Is cluster 3 we will talk about it. Decision of mapping GenC Next, GenC Pro and GenC will be sole discretion of Cognizant. Let's talk about the eligibility criteria. 2026 batch is eligible to participate. B.Tech, ME, M.Tech, all are eligible. Applicants applying for GenC, GenC Pro roles should have a consistent academic record with a minimum of 60% in 10-12 diploma. UG, PG, rounding off 59.9 will be not allowed. To be eligible for GenC Next, 70% is required. Applicant with standing areas are not eligible. Flexibility to work from any Cognizant office in given shift timing technology is mandatory. This opportunity is open for Indian nationals. OCI are currently residing in India. ठीक है. Let's talk about the first assessment, which is communication assessment. It is mandatory to attend. It is mandatory to attend, and it is online. Okay, and it is online. So talking about communication assessment, we have provided you some practice set here of the communication assessment, so you can check some basic practice set and you can use this. Also you can search on Google, YouTube, you will be getting multiple videos for practice for communication assessment. We have also provided one PPT in here which you can use for your preparation. You can purchase the mock test. Now talking about the communication assessment, there will be total 58 minutes and 77 questions. There is a section called reading. In reading, there will be 22 questions. So one by one, some sentence will be displayed on the screen and you actually need to read that sentence aloud. Then there is speaking. So speaking also, you will listen multiple sentences. In speaking, you will be getting multiple topics. On multiple topics, you need to actually speak. Okay, just suppose uh, which sport is your favorite sport. Okay, uh, work from home culture or COVID-19, these kind of topics can be given. You need to speak on the topics. Then fill in the blanks, 32 questions. So grammatical questions you will be getting here. So grammar questions will be there which you need to solve. And listening, 19 questions in which there will be listen and repeat. So there will be some multiple sentences which you need to listen and repeat the same sentence. Then this kind of assessment mail you will be getting. Dear candidates, greetings from Cognizant. We are pleased to share that you have shortlisted for communication assessment. The duration will be 60 minutes. It's a sensitive assessment. Hence, we request you to complete the mandatory pre-requirements will be in advance to ensure a smooth assessment. Then talking about the aptitude assessment, this kind of mail you will be getting here. Okay. Now, in the mail, if you guys can see here, all the details are mentioned. The duration of the aptitude assessment will be 80 minutes. This kind of mail you will be getting. And all the instructions are given here, which you can read here. System requirements. You can pause the screen and you can see everything. So this will be the exact mail which you will be getting for aptitude assessment. The aptitude pattern will be there will be quant plus DI 30 questions. So there will be questions on quantitative aptitude, and there will be questions on data interpretation. Okay, data interpretation. So data interpretation and quantitative aptitude questions you will be getting in the aptitude. Also there will be game based questions. So game based questions also, 6 game based questions you will be getting. The duration will be 30 plus 50 minutes. So for quant there will be total 30 questions. 30 questions you need to solve in 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes, 30 question. And the overall difficulty will be easy to medium. Okay, easy to medium difficulty. And to clear this aptitude assessment, your cutoff should be at least 22 to 23. So 22 to 23, make sure to correct at least 22 to 23 questions. For DI, there will be questions like data interpretation question which you need to solve. Game based question, there will be 6 questions. of game-based aptitude. So game-based aptitude, I have already like made many videos, so you can check them. Okay, so game-based questions, 6 questions will be there which you need to solve, which you need to solve. So game based aptitude questions also you will be getting in the Cognizant. Okay, and the duration will be 30 to 50 minutes. In game based aptitude there will be multiple games which you need to play, and after playing the actually after playing the games, okay, actually after playing the games there will be certain levels which you need to clear. There will be infinite levels. You just need to try to go to the maximum level of the game. Okay, there are a lot of videos available. I will also make some videos on game based assessment. Now we will just talk about the biggest change. Okay, biggest change I just want to discuss. Okay, so let's discuss about the biggest change which now we are getting. And first, the change was not there. So this is the thing which actually Cognizant changed this time, which I want to discuss. Okay, so actually what happened previously, the communication assessment was not a elimination round, aptitude assessment was not a elimination round, and then technical assessment is also not a no, sorry, then technical assessment also not a elimination round. Actually the combined score of all three assessments will decide if you will get the interview or not. But now Cognizant introduced a new policy, because first all three rounds were online, but now the technical assessment is offline. Okay, so technical assessment is offline, so this is the biggest change in Cognizant GenC. So now the communication assessment and aptitude assessment, these both assessments actually you will give, and based on the score of both these assessment there is elimination. Okay, there is elimination based on the communication assessment and aptitude assessment performance. If you will clear both communication assessment and aptitude assessment, then you will go for technical assessment, and then technical assessment is also a elimination round. So before there were only one elimination round which is combined communication, aptitude and technical, but now there are total two elimination round, communication and aptitude combined and technical individually. So if you will clear communication and aptitude assessment combined, then you will be moving forward with technical, and then there will be elimination for both. Okay, and also I just want to say that if you are preparing for this, okay, it is important to prepare well, and for preparing well there are aptitude tests available which you can use. The link will be in the description. Communication assessment, we provided some practice sheet. Also mock tests are available for aptitude assessment. Also technical assessment mock tests are available. Okay, so these you can use for aptitude assessment is a elimination assessment. So you can see here like multiple practice aptitude sets are available which you can use. Okay, multiple sets are available for aptitude, and game based assessments are also available, so you can practice well. Okay, so practicing the questions are very very important. Make sure to practice each and everything. Okay, because aptitude assessment is now very important. It is an elimination round now. Okay, elimination round. So this is a very important change which Cognizant implemented. Now talking about technical assessment. So technical assessment, there are multiple cluster. Depending upon which cluster you will be getting, the assessment type will change. So there is cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. Okay, so cluster 1 is basically Java, ANSI, SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So this is the cluster 1. For cluster 2, there is Python, ANSI, SQL, Cloud Fundamentals. For cluster 3, C Sharp, ANSI, SQL, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So basically the exact pattern is, if you can see here, this is the mail. So 120 minutes is the total duration. In this 120 minutes, there will be total two coding questions which you need to solve. Okay, there are total two coding questions which you need to solve. There are total two SQL questions which you need to solve. And suppose if you will get cluster 1 and cluster 3, then there will be one HTML, CSS and web based question. And if you will get cluster 2, if you will get cluster 2, then there is cloud technology 10 MCQs. This is the change. Okay, so if you will get cluster 2, then there will be cloud technology 10 questions. Otherwise for cluster 1 and 3 there will be web based questions. So the basic pattern is you will be getting total two coding questions. Both coding questions will be of medium level. SQL is very important. For SQL there will be medium, medium to hard level coding questions. Okay, so medium to hard level SQL questions you will be getting here. And for HTML, CSS and web, okay, HTML, CSS and web, okay, for HTML, CSS, web, there will be one design question. I already discussed many actual previous year questions on this channel as well, but this is the basic pattern which you will be getting in technical assessment. It will be offline. It would be a hard assessment for you. Make sure to prepare well for this. Okay. So this will be the exact pattern for Cognizant GenC, and mock test link you will be getting in the description, which you can use to purchase, and you can use these mock tests for your preparation. Thank you so much for watching.